Test, test. Hello, how is my audio today? What are we dealing with? What are we dealing with? Twitch. Nothing like a good old-fashioned audio test. Nope, music is not working. Why is music not working? Okay, how about now? All right, and if we change songs, perfect. All right, we have the audio. All right, YouTube. Let me hear you, YouTube. Where you at, my YouTube? Where are you at, my YouTube? All right, we have the YouTube. All right, we are sounding crisp, clean, professional, even. You know, one of the most important things about making a game, especially if you want to try and sell it, you got to market it. So I've been told, or so I've read. And so I think part of having a marketable game is a game that is easily searchable. Hey Colton, how goes your day? But having a game that is searchable is pretty important to making people aware that game exists. So I think for today's stream, I am going to work towards building a website to kind of show off the initial state of the game. I might build a web app so people can just try it from the website. I'm not sure. And then link it to a blog post so people can track development progress. You've come into at the perfect time because I am working on building a website for my game, or I'm gonna try. I've done this once before with a mobile app which I haven't released yet, so I'll have to figure this out. And I assume I need Node installed on my computer. I assume. Actually, where should I even start? I should probably grab. Oops. All right, so I have. Where is it? So I have an HTML website for my mobile app. So I think I want to do a very similar thing, but for my game. So where do I even start? Do I start with a repo, I guess? I should probably start with a repo. So I have website EDH stat. I need a website Briarthorn. This repo contains the Briarthorn.game website, I think. Is that what I want? Private. I don't really need a README. Don't need a license. It'll be private. What type of game is it? It is going to be some kind of RPG or roguelite or combination. I can give you a real quick demo, I think. This is where everything always goes wrong, right? Live demos. This one. But it's gonna be like a it's gonna be I don't know how familiar you are with like aircraft displays, but think of your typical radar display from an aircraft. It's going to be like a top-down situation, stealth fighter combat, 2D. I'm not. I don't have many years to work on this to make 3D. Oh, I'm trying to open the project when I already have it open. I'm a professional. Let's see. So I should be able to just hit play here. This is always concerning. I have some changes, but let's hit play. See what happens. Live demo. Let's go. All right. Do you see that? Oh man, are you? I got a question for you. Are you watching via a vertical or horizontal display? Because I'm streaming on YouTube in both directions, and my vertical isn't set up quite as good. Wonder if I can fix that. Hey Elijah. I don't know. Can you see that? Is my face in the way? I feel like my face is in the way. Can I move my face? Let's move my face here. Yeah, let's move my face here. All right. So I'll kind of show you what this game does. Grabbing my controller, assuming the controller doesn't get disconnect. It has a bad cable. Come on. All right, there we go. We are moving. All right, so I can move, I can slow down, I can move, I can zoom out, and I have enemies out there, right? So the idea here is you're an aircraft with a radar, and you're trying to, at least from a combat perspective, trying to locate what's out there. And I'll see if I can move towards this. Now this we're playing over like 120 or 12,800 meter distance, 33,000 meter distance. So it takes a little bit. I need to honestly increase the range of my radar. But eventually, once this red square enters the radar volume, you should see a bright red track appear. What device? At a bare minimum, desktop, so Windows, Linux, Mac. I am considering also releasing this on web through, I think, itch.io. Okay, yeah, so I've got a track, and then I can hit a button. I'm just going to spam this so you guys can see. And then I'll zoom in. Come on. There they are. Okay, I got to zoom in more. All right, it's hard to tell because I zoomed in. Let me slow down. I can shoot missiles, right? And these missiles are going to follow who I targeted, which is who is locked on that cursor. This guy doesn't stand a chance because I just shot like 30 missiles at him. Obviously, once the game is live, will have limited amount of resources, so you'll have to make tactical decisions on what to do. What's your highest priority enemy to shoot down? I also am working on a boss that is going to actively try and like maneuver behind you to blast you with like a giant ion cannon laser, kind of melt you out of the sky type of scenario. So that's why you see 4 enemies right now, is they are kind of the distraction. So if you find a way to defeat the boss without defeating the enemies, then you've essentially beat it on hard mode. And so I want to reward you for that. You know, get better equipment, better items. This is very, very early development. I'm only 2 months in. All right, so the missiles shot that guy down, but the rest of the missiles didn't, so they eventually time out, so I can go to shoot more if I want. So I've got 3 missiles firing now that are going to track this guy down. That's kind of where things are at. Not a whole lot there yet. I'm working on it. And once I get a good combat loop situated, then I think the next step is building an actual, like releasing a demo, something for people to try and get a feel for it to see if it's actually any fun or not. Because you know, I don't want to spend a bunch of time on this if this idea is like dead on arrival. But then the other idea here is just like an aircraft display, you're going to have these other windows. I'm going to move my face. But just like an aircraft display, you're going to have these other windows, and you're going to have stats for your character that you're playing, and that will determine how easily or how hard it is to find enemies, how easy or hard it is for enemies to find you, shoot you down out of the sky. You'll have defenses, that kind of thing. So very, very much kind of turning this or working this towards like a tactical, maybe turn-based, maybe real-time. Not 100% sure. That's kind of what I'm working on. And today I need a website so that this game becomes a little easier and a little more searchable. So that is what I am working on, or starting to work on. And step one, I just realized I never purchased the domain, so I want to do that right now. Let's see. Put your website apps behind. I want to add optimize website traffic. Register a domain. Search for domain name. Oh my gosh. It's 300 bucks? Why is it 300 bucks to buy a website? Do you guys what do you see this? It's 300 bucks. Or it's 20 bucks for the other ones. That's insane. Hey crypto. Oh, what do I do? Why is it 300 bucks? Is it the are .game domains that expensive? Wonder why. Oh, it's more expensive because it's new, so a lot of people haven't taken up um a lot of people haven't used the .game extension yet, so there's a lot of unique names that can be purchased. That's why it's expensive. Oh my god. So the real question is, do I expect to make at least 300 bucks a year off of this game to pay for the website? If I can turn this into a $10, $15 game, maybe even, oh man, I'd have to spend a lot of time to turn this into a $20 game. I'd have to sell what? 15 copies a year? I mean, this is my first game. How how successful are first time game developers that they can easily say like, "Oh yeah, I made a $20 game and sell 15 a year." That seems like a stretch. I think for me a success is like what? 10 games total? So, if I sold 10 games, I mean, I guess I could always kill the website if it's not going to sell, or if my game isn't going to sell. 300 bucks a year. Oh my gosh. Does it make it more easily searchable? I got to do this off screen. You guys understand. Uh, United States. Heave ho. Take it. Oh, we die. Ooh, I'll be right back. I need my credit card. I gotta be careful here. No one peek. No, no peeking. All right, let's see here. Oh, it's thinking about it. Come on. Success. I am now the proud owner of Briarthorn.game. Probably not worth the price, because I highly doubt I'll sell that many copies, assuming I even complete the game. Alright, so now that I have a web domain, I need to make a website. Is it worth leaving this game running so people coming by can at least kind of see what it looks like? Might be worth it. What's the best way to do this? Ooh, can I I should do it like this, right? Boom. Boom. Except this comes down here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Something like this. We're getting there. And then we go like that. I guess. I don't know. All right. I created a website. Now I need to clone it. So let's. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I need access to the VS Code here. Except I want to do a new project, new window. Clone Git repo from GitHub. Website Briarthorn. Open. All right. We now have website Briarthorn, I think. Do I have the live preview extension? Preview. I do. Okay. So then I am probably just going to start by copying and pasting my... Oh, man, I don't know. The problem is I'm not really a web dev, so I don't like... I learned HTML4 when I was a kid. Let's see. EDH. Did I clone that too? Let me clone that. Okay, Cloned. Let's see. Now what? Oh, I forgot to ask you. How much did it cost you when generating the Raylib 6 GUI? Oh, are you talking the uh like through Copilot? Yeah, do you mean like here, let me pull it up real quick. This one, right? Using Raylib. Yeah, what do you mean by cost? Do you mean using Copilot? Hmm. That's a great question. I can try and find out. Let me see. I have to assume maybe like 30 cents, but I can check, or I can try and check. I don't know if it tells you usage by like project. It just gives you general usage. And so, I use it for work. So some of that's going to overlap. Um, do you remember what day was that? Was that Friday? I can probably show you what I spent on Friday. Which was, what day was that? That was the 20 what was that? That was the 24th. Oh no. Um oh, there we go. Okay. There you go. So on Friday, April 24th. Now, remember, I worked, so I was probably using it a little bit for work, but out of 102 requests, it was about what is that? 4 cents a request. So you think, how many requests did it take me to generate the Raylib rich text? Was that like 2 or 3 requests maybe? Something like that. Now, the world is changing really quick. I don't know if you noticed, um as of like yesterday or today, there was news. Is there news? How do we find the news on GitHub Copilot? But they're changing everything. There used to be like you could purchase like a year plan or something. As you can see on this website, you can't purchase yearly anymore. It's only $40 a month. Not only that, but look, the plans are unavailable right now. Like, they're in the middle of changing everything, and it's, from what I understand, it's about to get really expensive. Um, I don't know where it's at, but I saw a price listing, and it might have been on a yearly plan, but it was like, hey, we're going to go from Claude Opus being 5x tokens to 25x tokens. Like, it's going to jump that much. I don't know what that means. And it clearly, GitHub is still trying to figure it out because it's not available to purchase right now. So who knows? I don't like, it's tough because, at least for my job, if they want me to use Copilot, then the business is going to have to purchase it for me, and that's probably where all of this AI generation is heading, right? It's the businesses that can afford to pay for developers to get access to tokens, whereas a normal user is probably going to be stuck using, the lesser agents. I don't know. Who knows? A year from now, who knows? But it's a little worrisome. So I'm getting in while the getting's good. So it was like you saw, it was about 4 cents. Actually, I wonder if that showed it getting more expensive. So this was 4 cents a token. 4 cents. No, okay, yeah, I'm still at about 4 cents. Or maybe that's the expensive version. No, that's 4 cents. 4 cents. No? Oh, you know what? It might be. It might be because I'm under the $40 a month tier. I have Copilot Plus, so that's probably why every request is like 4 cents a unit, and I haven't like gotten past my limit. I'm not sure. Um, but my next step here is a website for my Briarthorn game, and I'll probably have AI read my website for my mobile app and say, hey, use this as a template, but make me a website for a game. Because my mobile app website is very simple. It's like 2 HTML files. So I don't need this open. Which project's this? This is Briarthorn. This is the wrong project. File. Open folder. So if I right click on this, show preview. Yeah, so this is the website for my mobile app, and it's HTML and maybe a little bit of JavaScript. So it should be pretty straightforward for AI to be like, hey, take this, and oh man, that's all my website is. Pretty cool. You don't need fancy frameworks sometimes. So I'm gonna need screenshots, which is gonna be kind of hard to do because there's not a lot to show off in my game yet. But that's okay. I just need a starting point. It doesn't have to be perfect. Step one is always to get something going. All right, so this exists locally on my computer, so I can point my project to it. So I want to file, open Briarthorn website. All right. So the other issue is I don't know what color scheme to use for Briarthorn. I'm like using kind of like debug colors right now. The game isn't necessarily going to look like this once it's released. I also like eventually want to support different themes and styles so people can like customize their UI, which I think would be kind of cool, and also enable accessibility for like colorblind users. So what would be a good screenshot here? Other than the game itself. So I can make it, well, you know what I need to do? I need to not have it in Godot debug mode. I should export it into an executable. Project, export, as Windows, build Windows, architecture, debug only, export console wrapper, debug only. Okay. Export project. So I need a build Windows save. Okay, did that work? We have a video game. So I can go 4K. No, that's not going to look good. I mean, that looks fine. What's the default? It should probably be like 1920 by 1080, right? At a minimum. Or 1280 by 720. As long as I'm consistent for all my screenshots, that's really what's important. Where do we set this? 1920 by 1080. I like it. All right, so this is a 1920 by 1080 window resolution. Kind of want to get a missile fly out. I'll use my controller actually to do this. Dang it. I don't know what's going on. I got like a bad cable or something. It keeps disconnecting. Oh my gosh. Just work. There we go. Jeez. Oh, this screenshot's going to be terrible. There's no way having the values 33,280 means anything to anyone looking at this. It's all right. I just need a starting point. I just need a starting point. And I can even have the website use the color theme for this for now. Come on. Find him. All right, you found him. All right. Shoot him. Can I see the missiles? Come on. There they are. Wait for it. Shot more. There we go. All right. I think I just need to get a little bit closer. Should I? Let's see. This will probably work. Okay, so then I need Windows Shift S. Snipping area window. Play. A little closer. A little closer. Come on. All right, there we go. Windows Shift S. Window. All right. We got it. Let's save this to Dev Briarthorn website. Media Briarthorn. Something like that. Okay. We got it. Okay, so we have briarthorn.png. Beautiful. Oh, that looks hideous. Do we oh, do you see that? It grabbed the background. It's all right. It's temporary. Oh my god, why does it keep zooming in? How do you zoom out? Oh my gosh, stop zooming in. There we go. All right, we're good. We cool. Okay, so what I want to do, and I think this will be cool because I think the AI can sample the colors of this. Or I can give it the colors. We'll see what it produces first. I need... Can you review my mobile app website? I want to generate a website for my Briarthorn video game at the location at https briarthorn.game. What does... what is this? No. I don't remember. Actually, I guess I could read it here. I don't remember what my tabs are. I have like... I know I have a blog. I have a try now. Or try it, I think. Try it. Okay, here it is. Features, feedback, blog. I would like navigation to contain what does a game have from a website perspective? Let's look at this is a crazy one. Let's look at Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3.game. Oh my gosh. So it has about. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I think I need an about that kind of describes what the game is going to be. Ooh, they have fancy screenshots. I'm not going to have fancy screenshots yet. So I need an about section. I want a dev blog. Is that all I need? About and dev log? And potentially a try it button if I want to release or show off a web app of it. All right, so let's start with about and devlog. And the devlog should be easy because I already have it. It's located on my actual website. So I can link back to this with filters and be like, hey, let's do Briarthorn updates. Nope. Briarthorn. Okay, so maybe just Briarthorn. Okay. I would like the navigation to contain about and is it dev blog or is it devlog? How do I'm showing my my ignorance here. I'm not a social media developer yet. Devlog, right? Is that what Godot does? Devlog? A devlog is a blog, video, or audio series where creators document the progress. Yeah, devlog. Okay. I would like navigation to contain about and devlog. About will describe the game and its features. Devlog will link back to the color scheme of the website should follow primary and secondary colors found in media/briarthorn.png. Ask me. Be sure to ask me any questions you require to fill in gaps. Just good old simple HTML. Sections, divisions, headers. I have feedback from my mobile app. I don't think Briarthorn's anywhere close to receiving feedback yet. Yeah, I don't think I want to. This would be cool. It would be cool to be able to have a web app for Briarthorn. I think it's going to be a lot bigger. Well, I mean, my mobile app's like 50 megabytes. How big is Briarthorn? Yeah. Briarthorn's like nothing, and it's already 98 megabytes. That's going to be a tough sell to make it a web app, because that's just going to get bigger and bigger. Hmm. Oh, it was asking me questions. What platform is Briarthorn for? Steam, itch.io, PC mobile, mobile only. I mean, eventually I think itch.io. Yeah, let's go ahead and say it. What is the release status? Wishlist coming soon. Early access playable demo available. Ooh. Oh, I hesitate to say it's early access playable demo. I launch a missile. Like that's it. You don't even see stats, you don't see health going away, you see nothing. Um the game isn't quite early access. Still in early development. No demo available to play yet. Demo possibly coming soon. From the screenshot, it looks like a tactical radar sensor combat sim with stats and equipment. Confirm. Yes, the game will most likely become a roguelite, right? Roguelite or roguelike? I think it's roguelite. Roguelite versus like. Roguelikes feature strict permadeath, turn-based, grid-based gameplay with no meta progression. No, it's not going to do that. That sounds not like the game I want to make. The game will most likely become a roguelite with with turn-based combat, with live exploration and turn-based combat. Radar-driven combat, stat-based ship loadouts, realistic sensor warfare. List anything you want featured. Radar-driven combat and exploration. Stat-based ship loadout is fine. Not realistic sensor warfare. I don't want it to be too realistic. Because I don't want to turn away general audience. So I want this to just be fun. What am I? How do I want to say this? I do think there will be items you can pick up to enhance your aircraft. And enhanceable aircraft via items and upgrades. Challenging combat with secret hard modes. I do like that. I do want the ability to, like, in the middle of a combat, you can do something a certain way and it will unlock hard mode. You don't have to play it in hard mode, but you'll have the option to turn it on via combat. Kind of like how Destiny 2 did it back in the day, I think. I think Destiny 2 had that. Challenging combat with secret hard modes. God, I hesitate to say it'll be multiplayer. I want to do multiplayer. So that might be like an add-on. Potential multiplayer support after release. Team-based, let's see. Multiple class options. Fighter, bomber, um, fighter, bomber. I want one that's like computer based, but I don't know what to call it yet. Battle station? Battle station. Battle command, battle station. Something that's like more drone based combat. I like the idea of an aircraft that you don't fight with it. You fight by controlling like bots and drones to do your bidding. Multiple class option, fighter, bomber, battle station, and then like stealth. I don't know. Some kind of stealth fighter. I need better names. I need to come up with good names. Those suck. Any external links besides the devlog, Steam page demo? Ooh. Discord would work, right? Do I have a Discord link? I think I have a Discord link. I think someone even joined today, which was kind of cool. Let's copy. Discord. Oh my gosh. That is way too much. I just want the link. Copy. Link. What else? Discord. I don't have a Steam page yet. Demo download, no. Should I include a feedback form? No, just contact, email, or link. Skip feedback entirely. Do you have additional screenshots to display or just the PNG for now? Just briarthorn.png for now. Submit. Got it. Building the site now with radar HUD inspired palette, deep navy background, teal primary, mint green secondary. Be curious to see how that looks. Ooh, I'm also going to need to set this up in Cloudflare to automatically deploy the website. I got to remember how I do that. How did I do that? I think I have to create a worker? You can customize how HTTP traffic is handled with rules, worker routes. Oh, something's happening. We've got an icon.svg, new logo. Color scheme. All right, let's see what this looks like, I guess. First try. Super simple website. Show preview. Ooh. Look at that. Hunt by sensor, survive by loadout. Briarthorn is a tactical, radar-driven roguelite of live exploration and turn-based aerial combat. Build your aircraft, read the scope, and push deeper than you should. That's actually kind of cool. A roguelite where your radar is your lifeline. Briarthorn is a single-player roguelite that blends real-time sensor-driven exploration with turn-based. I mean, I'll eventually have to update all this once we actually get a game going. Pick your platform. Fighter, bomber, battle station, stealth. I need to come up with better freaking names for these. Follow development. Join the Discord. Watch on Twitch. Read the devlog. That's kind of cool. Does that work? Let's watch on Twitch. This video is either... oh, I can't... VS Code doesn't show media playback in its browser. That seems to work. Join the Discord. Should link to my Discord. I don't want to click on that right now. All right, I am happy with that for now. Just needed a starting point. Is this site SEO optimized? Search engine optimized. Just want to do another pass to make sure we're good. Want me to apply the high impact fixes specifically. Add JSON LD video game organization schema. Add robots.txt sitemap width height. What now? No robots.txt or sitemap. Important for a brand new domain. No structured data. A video game schema is high value for game sites. Gets you rich results in Google. Oh. OG image is in the same screenshot, fine, but the Google Twitter wants 1200 by 630 in an absolute URL. You should also declare width, height, alt. No favicon fallback, only an SVG. Yes, do it. Do it. So I don't need this anymore. Still recommended, not auto doable. Generate a favicon. Yeah, I don't really have a logo for my game yet. Optimized at that resolution. It's likely a heavy LCP asset. Once you have... Okay, good enough. Probably need an artist to generate once I figure out what kind of icon I want. What does this look like? Oh, it literally just points to my website. Change frequency weekly, priority 1. What's robots.txt? Sitemap. Okay. Initial commit. All right. That's not good enough because if I try and actually go to the website, fails to load the page. Error name not resolved. So I need to get this set up in Cloudflare, and I don't know if I should show that off because I don't know if there's anything that I could accidentally leak. I would hate to do that. Let's go to home page. I also need to tell it, I have to link GitHub to Cloudflare so that whenever it sees a change, it will automatically create the website. I don't remember where I do that. GitHub, or is it? Oh, it's pages, I think. Workers and pages. Create application, I think. Oh, I need to set up GitHub now to expose it to Cloudflare. GitHub.com. And I'll damned if I remember how to do that. GitHub apps. Configure. Oh, no, can't do that here. I'm gonna do that over here. GitHub.com. Setting. Configure. Use passkey. Nope, not passkey. Use authenticator app. All right, stand by. Wait, what? I'm terrible at this. Is anyone else terrible at... let's see. Authentication failed? You don't tell me. There we go. Okay. Permissions. Only selected repositories. Right now it's my EDH website, so I need to give it to Briarthorn's website. Save. Okay. That's saved. Now what am I doing? I need to go back to pages, workers and pages, create an application, connect to GitHub, use Funin, install and authorize on your personal account. I've already done this. What's going on? No, I don't want this for personal. No! You're doing it all wrong. Continue with Git. Oh, there we go. Okay. I was on the wrong account. Website Briarthorn. Hit next. I don't think there's a build command. I'm not building anything. It's just HTML, right? Project name, website, Briarthorn, Wrangler deploy. Okay, we're almost there. So then I think the next step is I have to set up Cloudflare's domain name translation so that people can actually access the website. Because right now, There's nothing there. Okay. I mean, it's the website's still building right now, so. So where do I set that up? Domains. I think it's like DNS resolver. Okay, there it is. So I need to point this to. How do I do that? Domains. There's the domain. Add a custom domain. Maybe that's what I need to do. Domain and routes. Define the domains, subdomains, routes where your worker is accessible. Map a URL pattern. Connect your worker to a domain. The domain being https briarthorn.game. Add invalid host name. You're an invalid host name. Try this. Only domains active on your Cloudflare account can be added. What? Ooh. Oh no. I think I assigned it to a different account. Shiza. All right. I screwed up. I can fix this. I can fix this. Pages. What am I doing? Creating an application. Connect to GitHub. Use that account. Only select repositories. Oh no. It's not connecting to the right stuff. Continue with GitHub. Clone a pub. No. This isn't right. Oh, there it is. Jeez. I suck. I don't understand. Why is this? This is already set up. Add GitHub account. Configure. Oh my gosh. This is annoying. Manage domain registration. Can I change who owns it? Dang it. I screwed that up. Now it's not connecting to my GitHub correctly. Add GitHub account. Already added. I guess I'm going to ask it a question because I don't know what to do here. When I try to add a GitHub account in Cloudflare when creating a worker, it shows the GitHub organization I want to add with a configure option. I click on this and it takes me to that organization on GitHub. But now what? I need the organization to appear as an option in Cloudflare, and it isn't. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't know what to do here. Like, look at this. It shows my repos, but when I hit add GitHub account, it gives me fun-in. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. On the GitHub page that opens the configure, you need to grant the Cloudflare app access to the organization before it appears as a selectable option. Looks like it already did that. There's my website that has permission. To verify the app is installed, I know the app is installed. I'm looking at it, and the permissions are already set. Cloudflare isn't seeing this on my second Cloudflare account. I need to install it again. I can't believe I screwed this up as bad as I did. Thought I had these accounts shared. I bought a domain with a second account, thinking it was already shared with my first account. It is not. What do I do? Transfer the domain to your first account. Cloudflare supports transferring. In your second account, go to Account Home Registrar. Okay, Account Home. Your domain configuration transfer to another Cloudflare account. Your domain. What's it say? Account Home Registrar. I don't see a registrar anywhere. Registrations. Transfer manage. Deploy an application. Contact settings. Transfer to another registrar. Domain created within the last 60 days. Move another Cloudflare account. This domain is ineligible to move. Oh my gosh. Is my stream already dead in the water because I purchased with the wrong freaking account? Really what I need to do is get this working with the account I purchased it with. because I'm using a company email. But I guess this is assigned to... I don't know what to do. Registration, pages, create application, continue with GitHub, add GitHub account, fun and software configure. I'm going to remove this and then re-add it, I guess. I'll save it. Oh my god. Hey, we're here. I guess that's all I had to do. That's so dumb. All right, so now I need to add that back in. That is a poor, very poor UI implementation. Let's see here. So I need to go back and give permission to my website repo. I forgot to eat. I am hungry. Go to GitHub Apps, configure, select repos, website Briarthorn, hit save. Now I'm back on workers pages. Let's refresh. Continue with GitHub. Select fun and software. There's website Briarthorn. Hit next. Website Briarthorn, blah, blah, blah. Hit deploy. All right. The website is building. So now I need to tie it to my domain. Website is building. And then once this builds, I need to bind it to my domain. How do I do that? Nope, that's not it. Custom domains. I need to give it a custom domain. How did settings? Where did I find that? I found that earlier. I need to give it a custom domain. Deployments, metrics, bindings, observability, domains. Here it is, custom domain. All right. So I need to assign it a custom domain, HTTPS, briarthorn.game. There we go. Add domain. Invalid hostname. Screw you. Why is that an invalid hostname? Are you kidding me? Cloudflare will add the following DNS record to briarthorn.game and provision a certificate to enable HTTPS. Add domain. When I try to add a custom domain for the Briarthorn.game domain I purchased, Cloudflare says it is an invalid name. I fixed the I knew this was going to happen. I fixed the cross account issue. I was able to sign into GitHub and access the repo with the account I purchased the domain with. Create or open Pages project, deploy from your GitHub repo. In Pages, add custom domain as exactly this. No HTTPS, no... Oh, okay. Was that... But I tried that, and it said... This is stupid. Programming's dumb. I'll try it again. Briarthorn.game. Alright, that worked. It wasn't working before because I put in the wrong name. And then the button was disabled and wouldn't let me hit it again. Alright, so that... Is that all it takes? Do I have a website now? Not quite. Okay. Add... Okay, in Pages, add www.briarthorn.game to, then set one as primary and reject the other, and DNS confirm. Okay, so I need to confirm the registration. Go to DNS to verify your existing records and configure proxy status. This is the hard part, because I don't know enough about how all this stuff works. And this isn't going to the website. Why is this not working? Already there? DNS. Records. Okay. So I need to add... I need to look at other examples here. Log in. EDH stat. DNS. Records. Okay, so I need to add... What do I need to add? I need to add... How do I do this? So I have to like... I have to add this stuff to my website, I think. Recommendations, add an A, quadruple A, or C name record for www and optionally create a redirection rule to send visitors to briarthorn.game. Can I just do that? Will it automatically do that for me? Create new single redirect. This template works without changes, but feel free to modify. Rule name required. Redirect from www to root. Give your rule a descriptive name. I mean, that works. Wildcard pattern, request URL, then target URL, permanent redirect, deploy. This rule may not apply to your traffic. Your DNS configuration may not be proxying traffic for www, which means requests may not match this rule. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Does anyone else know what I'm doing? Because I sure don't know what I'm doing. That's adding www is great and all, but I don't know what I am doing. In Cloudflare DNS, I have the option to add a record, but I don't know what any of this means. A, quadruple A, CNAME. What is this? A record points a name to an IPv4 address. Quadruple A record points a name to an IP6 address. CNAME record points a name to another name, not an IP address. Example www to your site. What you should do in your case in Pages, add both the names, Briarthorn.game, Briarthorn.game. Let Pages create DNS automatically if it offers that button. This is safest. Well, where the hell's the button? Okay. So it gave me the button for that, I think. I need to create a redirect rule. Wildcard pattern, customer filter. By using the asterisk character to create a pattern that can match many requests, then redirect to URL. This can be static or dynamic using a wildcard replacement, etc. Oh. This is just Briarthorn.game. Boy. Ignore and deploy. To ensure this rule works, confirm that www or a matching wildcard record is a proxied DNS record. Oh my god, this is annoying. There is no option. I try to use Cloudflare, create a redirect rule, but it is confusing and says I need a www entry. All right, so I need to add a CNAME record. Name is www. Target your pages. Oh, man, I don't know. Where's my pages? Dang it, man. Target your project name.pages.dev. Okay, save. All right, I think that'll do it. Is that all I needed? It might still take a sec to load. I think that did it. Okay, so now what? Oh, do I need to create the redirection now? Ooh, I didn't like that. I get a 522 when I try to go to www.briarthorn.game. I don't know if this thing is deployed yet. Records. Okay. Do this exact cleanup and it should resolve. In DNS, find every www record, delete any A, quadruple A, keep exactly one. I already only have one. Proxied for Apex, also remove old server records. I don't have any. Set Briarthorn.game as primary there. Pages can handle. You keep saying pages, but I am using workers. Domains. Custom domain, add a route. Oh, wait a minute. Is this what I should have done? Custom domain. Like I can visit. Oh, wait. Is it up now? Oh, let's go. I have a website. It's live. Anyone can visit it. Check it out. If we go to devlog, we get access to the devlog. I'll probably... I don't know what to do about this. Because I don't know if I want to duplicate it or not. I don't know. But this is awesome. I now have a website for Briarthorn. We have... Oh my god, I can see the text, the background text above the title bar. Wait a minute. Can I... Enhance, enhance, enhance. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Do you see it? That's so annoying. I see it. If I zoom out enough, maybe no one will notice. But look at that. That looks kind of cool. All right, I want to... I'm going to link it to the developers in my Discord channel here. Let's see here. I'm going to click on the link. All right, I have a website for my video game. All right, so yeah, so that's kind of the intention for Marketing Monday here is to... you need to get a website or something out there so that in Google, I think if I Google Briarthorn right now, I'll probably get like what? The spell from World of Warcraft. My game has to become more popular than the spell in World of Warcraft to have any hope of anyone finding it. I might have to rename my game. I don't think I can outcompete a single spell in World of Warcraft. Or not a spell, it's a herb. I have to... My game is competing with a World of Warcraft herb. A plant. So maybe someday when I search Briarthorn, I'll get that. Briarthorn game? It's all World of Warcraft, isn't it? It is all World of Warcraft. Oh no. All right. So that was step 1 for Marketing Monday. Step 2, now this one's going to be a little more tricky, I think. I want to try and embed my Twitch stream into a website. I don't know if it's going to be this website or the Briarthorn website, or realistically, if I can tag my streams, and depending on the tag, have it appear. And I don't want it to be like in your face all the time. I only want it to be there if I'm live. So the idea would be if I went to Briarthorn.game, it could be like either a link or just a little thing that expands when I'm live and I'm tagged with Briarthorn. Then it's like, hey, you can see development happen live. Boom, there it is, right? So now I have a very searchable game and maybe an easier access to live development while the game is being actively developed. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. I obviously don't know how to do it. AI probably knows how to do it. There might be some documentation from Twitch because I think you're allowed to do it as long as you're live. You just can't have it like embedded 24/7. So I'm going to dig into that when I come back. I need to use the bathroom and heat up some food. I'll be back. right, I'm almost ready. I forgot to grab water. I'll be right back. So yeah, I think the next step is figuring out how to embed my Twitch stream into my website and only show it when I'm streaming with the Briarthorn tag. Hunt by Sins to Survive by Loadout. Yeah, I like it too. That actually turned out really well. I think one of the next things I want to do with developing the game is kind of zoom in so this becomes a little easier to see and understand what's happening. Because right now, you have to like squint your eyes to see that those are missiles and that something is in that cursor. Twitch embeds require every host domain to be registered as a parent domain in your Twitch settings. What exact public domains, plural, will host this site in production? What exact public domains will host this site in production? Which implementation do you prefer for live tag detection? Client only, fastest. Use JavaScript and index HTML with a third-party helper endpoint for Twitch status tag checks. Server back, more robust, manual. Let's try client only. So am I gonna have to register? Oh my god. Add Briarthorn.game as an allowed parent domain in my Twitch. All right, so I need to add briarthorn.game as an allowed parent domain in my Twitch creator settings. All right. Where would I do that? What does it say? Twitch creator settings? Settings, stream. Channels you can manage as an editor. People who can stream to your channel. No. Where in the world would I do this? Allowed parent domain. Dashboard search. Parent domain? Shared ban info. Twitch parent domain. Use an HTML template to embed a Twitch chat window on your website. The parameters configure that chat window are described below. How do I embed Twitch introduction? Embedding chat, explain. I don't want to embed chat. Embed everything. Domains that use Twitch must use SSL certificates. Twitch requires our embed users to verify where they use. There's game engine plugins for Twitch? That's kind of cool. I'll have to explore that someday. All right. I'm not seeing anywhere about this public or parent domain thing. I'm not sure what to do about that. Hey, Pon. I am actively working on marketing my game that I am nowhere near finishing or nowhere near finished developing. So I actually just finished building a website with a screenshot of the game and a little bit of description for it. My next step is I want to try and integrate a live Twitch stream into my website only when I am live and only when I am tagging that live stream with the name of my game, Briarthorn, so that it pops up. So if anyone comes by the website, they can see like, oh hey, this feature is actively being developed. Why? Because I feel like it. I think it would be cool. But I don't know how to do it. So I'm currently asking an LLM how to do it. And it's like, hey, I need to make sure my website is allowed as a parent domain in Twitch settings. Yeah, the hard part. And I'm looking at my Twitch settings, and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? So I'm looking at the documentation for Twitch, and it's like, hey. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just find it? Hang on. You're helping me do rubber duck debugging here. Initialize a Twitch.embed object with the placeholder element ID and options. If your site will be embedded on other domains, you must include them as a JavaScript array or strings under the parent key. I don't think I'm doing that. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. You know, I'm just going to hit start and see what the LLM does. Maybe it'll yell at me. Yeah, it actually, like, it seems straightforward. I think I literally just need this, like this blurb in my XML, or XML, my HTML. But the thing I want to do is hide, I want to hide the stream if I am, because I'll go live to do development on a mobile app or to just do some C++, because I have people show up who want to learn C++ sometimes. I don't want that to show up on my website for a game. I only want my game to show up for a website for a game. So I'm trying to figure all that out too. Well, I say I'm having the LLM try and figure it out for me. Because I don't want to spend like 3 days digging through documentation. I think the LLM's grabbing the documentation right now. That's funny. Ooh, I think part of my mistake is I set it to auto and not Claude Opus, so it might not be as good. I mean, if this actually ends up working, we should be able to see me in my website. Well, this is the live website. I need to look at the local one. Yeah, see, in Twitch settings, add briarthorn.game as an allowed parent domain for embeds. And I don't know where to even begin looking for that. Social links, profile settings, brand schedule, feature content. Embed? Hype train settings, my streamer shelf, teams. Like, where do I even begin? Embed. Like, what the hell? Hang on, I'm gonna switch to let's do Sonnet. I am struggling to locate the settings to allow briarthorn.game as a parent domain. Yeah, I don't, yeah, that's the thing, right? And I'm using a static website. It's literally like this website that you're seeing is literally just index.html. Like that's all it is. And I might have to do like a back end because I'm using Cloudflare workers, so I have a server. That's what I thought. I think the low end LLM I was using was hallucinating. Good news, there is no Twitch dashboard setting to configure. The domain authorization for Twitch embed is handled directly or entirely by the parent parameter and the embedded URL itself. That's what I thought, because we were looking at the documentation, and we saw it right here, right? Oh, I just realized my head's covering it. We saw it right there. So I'm like, what the hell is it trying to tell me? Okay, so then what is it going to do? You can verify it's wired correctly in index.html. All right, so keep. All right, so this is the live website. So I should be able to preview, show preview. No, I'm not seeing. Oh, ooh. Look at that. It has the it has my live stream title. So here's the thing. I'm in VS Code browser, and VS Code browser doesn't support media playback. So let me open this up in another browser and see if that works. Oh. Oh, if I did a back end, ugh. I don't know. I thought about using Dart and Flutter because Dart has a way to do build websites now, and I was curious about exploring that, but I wanted to do that like on another stream, another day. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I mean, it grabbed the title, so that means it clearly spoke to Twitch. See what it says. Man, that's so cool if I can embed a Twitch stream into my into my game's website. Ooh, oh! Oh! Are we seeing this? Yeah, it's not going to work there. Hang on. Oh my gosh. I've incepted myself into my website. Oh, this is so freaking cool. Oh, that's unbelievable. Ooh, Python Flask. That's actually probably smart. I am such a non-Python developer that I don't even think of these awesome solutions to use that would work as a backend. But you're right. I have heard of Flask. I've heard it's pretty good. All right. So a couple things. I want this front and center at the top so that if someone pops in on their phone, it's immediately there. So the issue was what? They had to set it to localhost, I think. So this is what it took to embed. Stream player, iframe. Stream player with a black background. A string. Oh, is this how it's looking up the string tag? Wait. Hang on. I want to open this up. How is it finding the Briarthorn tag? All right, this split view is driving me insane. I'm going to close these. Actually, it makes it easier because my head's covering up. All right. Right there, stream tag. So if I stream with Briarthorn, now I don't know how I'm going to actually test this without stopping. Ooh, I guess I could update my stream tags. and then refresh the web page. So live stream shown only when Briarthorn tag topic. Fun and software is live now. Oh. Oh. No. Yes. Oh, I hit a button. What did I do? And begins death, shall we die? There we go. All right, so front and center. Hey, Marketing Monday, GameDev, Briarthorn, Godot. That's so freaking cool. Okay, so this isn't live yet, right? So my website, refresh. If I refresh, it's not there. But that's okay. What do I need to test now? I want to test changing my tag. I wonder if I can show you guys this. Can I show you this? I think it's safe. All right, I'm going to show you. All right. So I have a Briarthorn tag. So if I get rid of it and update my stream, if I refresh the website, does that mean it goes away? Dang it. I was about to get super excited. Let me try this. Let me rerun. Show preview. Dang it. How long does it take? Did that even work? How do I verify what tags I'm streaming on? Manage stream. Let's see. I have English, Cozy, Godot, game development. So I don't have the tag anymore. I don't have the tag anymore. Does it just take a sec? It could also be like the website could be cached. Let me try. I guess. What do I do? Incognito mode? Locally? I'll copy this. All right, incognito window. Paste it, enter. Dang it. This shouldn't be here. Let me ask. I updated my live stream to remove the Briarthorn tag, but when I refresh index.html, the live stream still appears. Oh, wait, you still see the Briarthorn tag? When I... Hang on. I got so many browser tabs open right now. Where's my Twitch? I think I can show you guys this. Yeah, in my stream management, you see I have English, Cozy, Godot, game development right here under the title. So I got it, like it got rid of the tag, but it's still showing up for you guys. I wonder if it just takes a minute. Oh wait, let's see. The title analyze. What did the LLM say? The title fallback is the culprit. Your stream title still contains Briarthorn. So has required topic returns true even after you remove the tag. The fix is to check tags only. If the LLM was checking the text of my title when I didn't tell it to, we're going to have a problem. And by that, I mean, it just cost me an extra token. Okay, so now it's not showing up. So I'm going to add the Briarthorn tag back in. Hit done. What's going to suck is if this does work, I'm going to have to, for the rest of my life, remember to add a tag whenever I am streaming Briarthorn. Refresh. 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 Come on. Come on. What did it change? Oh, I keep forgetting. When you're working with an LLM, you need to like stage your changes so you can just see the deltas of the most recent stuff. So it's doing stream live dot aria hidden true. Is that just static? Stream meta, stream title. I'm worried I can't do this dynamically because it's a static website. That might be part of the problem. All right, I just checked my stream. It has the Briarthorn tag. Let's refresh again. Dang it. Let me reopen. That's not good. Let me try. Let me try incognito. Yo ho. Thieves and beggars. Let's see. New incognito. Boom, boom. No dice. I will not claim to know HTML. The last time I did HTML by hand myself was HTML4 for Dummies when I was 13 years old. And I built a website for a Dragon Ball Z RPG where you had to email in to specify if you wanted to train or not. And that was the extent of my HTML knowledge. I don't even know if JavaScript was a thing back then, or if it was, 13-year-old me did not know anything about it. But I'm worried about this line right here. It says hidden true, and it's hard-coded. It's like we're not querying anything for that value. So I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna let the LLM know what I'm observing. You know what? We're going to Claude Opus 7.5x the power. I re-added the Briarthorn tag to my Twitch stream. I verified it exists in my stream manager, but when I refresh my website, the live stream window does not appear. I'm worried. How do you spell worried? Is that 2 R's? 1 R? Worried? I'm worried since my website is static, it can't dynamically query for the state of the stream. Do we have, I know. Do you have a solution for this, or do I need a backend? Take care, Pon. Thanks for stopping by. Really appreciate you saying hi. Yep, that's what's happening. My static website can't do it, so I need a backend. Wait, can I look at this? We can look at my stream API. We can see if it's yeah. Do we see my tags in there? Maybe the issue is that we can't access Twitch's tags because this is just my title. Well, maybe that's okay. Do I just depend on my stream title? I'm okay with that, I think. Title tag. Like I'm not seeing any tags here. Does Twitch have an API? Does Twitch have an API to query a stream's tags? Get all stream tags. Get stream tags. What's the difference? All stream tags or stream tags? Important. Twitch is moving from Twitch defined tags to channel defined tags. As of 3 years ago, this endpoint returns an empty array. On July 23rd, 2023, it will return a 410 response. Okay. What about this? Get stream tags. Important. Twitch is moving from Twitch defined tags to channel defined tags. Important. As of February 2023, returns an empty array. Get the list of stream tags at the broadcast. Okay. So how do you do it then? Get users, get teams, get stream tags. Get the list of stream tags. Oh, wait, it requires user access token? So I wouldn't be able to get this anyway, right? You know, I mean, if I can grab it from the title, that's probably good enough. Okay. All right. Instead of tags, let's go back to using the stream title. If Briarthorn is in the title of the stream, then it should show on the website. If Briarthorn is not in the title, then don't show the stream. All right. Done. The embed will now show only when Briarthorn appears in your title. Case insensitive. Okay. What does that change look like? Run some JavaScript. Has required topic, stream data. So, okay, so it looks like it's reading the title from the stream data. Makes it all lowercase. And then we check if it has the required tag, which is what? Should be Briarthorn, right? Briarthorn. Let's freaking go. That looks cool. Okay. That makes sense. I understand that. I know how to read JavaScript. JavaScript's very easy to read. Let's show... Why is that not working? Show preview. Hey, I'm back. All right. So the next test is to remove Briarthorn from the title. Hit done. Okay, I can confirm it is not in the title of my stream down here. All right. And then we are going to refresh the website and see if the stream goes away. We are going to... Ooh. We got some major thunder in my area. My area is prone to tornadoes. I need to pay attention here. All right. Just in case it's cached, let me do incognito again. It's still showing up. Not sure why, but after I removed Briarthorn from the title of my stream, the stream window still appears for my website. I'm about to just say to H with it, and well, see, I don't want to make it a link that you click on to go to the stream, because if that was the case, you could just go to Twitch. I just want to make it available for people to like see in passing. The cache no store only stops your browser from caching, but this caches the upstream Twitch data server side, so it returns stale stream titles for a while. Let me verify and add a cache buster query param. Analyze, confirmed. I just queried the same endpoint. It still returns your old title, even though you changed it. This isn't a bug in your code. It caches the stream data server side. So you're hitting the actual limit of free third-party Twitch endpoints. You have 3 real choices. Accept the cache lag. It'll catch up eventually. Switch to a Cloudflare worker that calls Twitch Helix directly. Use a different free... No, I'm okay with that. This doesn't have to be perfect. I just wanted something for people to stop by and see. All right. I am okay with this solution. I'm going to put Briarthorn back in my title. Okay. So let's commit this and see if it gets pushed live. Implement live stream window for Briarthorn development. Development. Commit. Sync. Okay. All right. So that's pushed. And then once Cloudflare is done building the website, I should be able to hit refresh eventually, and then it will appear. Sweet. That went quicker than I thought it would. So now what do? Do I get some dev done? I did want to make... I did want to zoom in and make this bigger. Hey, look, it's live. It's live on the website. I want to check it on my phone. See if it works. Briarthorn.game. Oh, it's like... It's almost too big. It's almost too big. Oh, it's working. That's so cool. Cool. I'll have to verify it over the course of the week to see if my other live streams pop up on the website. Because I really don't want that. All right, I think I have a website. I have a website for my video game. Hunt by sensor, survive by loadout. All right, cool. Let's do some game development. Briarthorn. What was I working on? I was working on... Oh, fixing a bug. What was this fixing? Oh, that's right. Okay. I remember. I'm in the middle of setting up the actual demo scenario. Reduce enemies down to the core 4 bad guys. Bad Gussie. Bad guys. Push. All right. I wanted to change this around. Is this anchored? So this can't be anchored anymore. I have to turn this off. Custom. Position. There we go. Okay. Okay, how the hell do I move this thing? I don't even remember how big this portal is. 1277 by 1080. What is that divided by 2? 630 633.5, 633.5. $633.5. And then 1080 divided by 2 is what? 540? So that would be in the center, but I don't want this in the center now. So I want this further down. So what's 540 divided by 2 is 270. Plus 540 is 7,810. So something like that. And then I want to expand the size of... I don't want to scale it, though. I want to actually... So I could do something like that, but it's... I don't want to scale the text and everything. That gets blurry. I need to define... It's the radius I need to change. How do I define its... Has a range scale. I don't even know if we need this anymore. This range rings was one of the first things we implemented for this project. And we have, well, I have since learned a lot more, so I don't know if this is how it should be implemented anymore. I don't even know how it got its original size. Like, where is it getting that from? If I hit play, what happens? Yeah, that's not right. I'm worried I have to redo all of this. Because I think when this was originally done, we weren't 100% sure how we were going to implement everything. Oh man, this is going to be so much work. What do I do? It's crazy. There's no obvious way to change the size of these rings. It makes no sense. There, these are the values. 100. Outer ring is 260. So that's what's doing it. So if I did like 320, for instance, and go back to main here, yeah, that's how it's done. Oh my god, this is terrible. All right. I think this has to be redone. Oh, this sucks. Everything sucks. But we're a little smarter now, so I can take... So we have a range ring script. We have an inner and outer ring defined as arc. And arc is defined somewhere. Here. Arc is actually, you wouldn't believe it, but drawing a circle with these texts in the right position and everything, kind of complicated. So the outer ring is the range rings. No, inner ring. Inner ring is just an arc. That's all it is, I think, with defined values. So the issue is we are hard coding the values of the radius when really it needs to be a percentage so that I can set a pixel radius on the range rings itself and have them recalculate. So I think I'm gonna see if AI can fix this. That way I don't have to do it myself. Because I'm lazy. Can I undo these changes? Range rings. Let's undo these changes. Discard. I'll do this later. I'll discard this as well. Reload. Why is there two of them? The text-based scene is large on disk, likely because it has embedded binary data. This slows down scene saving and loading. Consider saving binary subsource to a binary resource file. Why is a second set of range rings being drawn? It was a bug. A visual rendering bug. Okay. Let's try this. Currently, Briarthorn has range rings defined in main.t scene. These rings are made up of a pair of outer and inner rings. They are defined using a radius on each of them. I need a solution such that I can define a single radius for the outer ring on the range rings object. This in turn will resize the inner and outer ring accordingly. I suspect one way to do this is to define the inner and outer ring radius as a percentage of this higher level radius. I am open to other solutions. Let's see what that says. Guess we'll see if that worked. Well, I don't like this solution. This isn't working. This sucks. I might have to rebuild this from scratch. Isn't working how I expected it to. We have a radius, export range. We have an inner and outer. This is where we set our radius. This is radius times inner radius. The other issue is the rings are not remaining centered. The rings don't remain centered in the parent control, and the text labels don't resize with the rings. These also need to see what happens. There we go. There we go. Better. Perfect. I mean, the labels haven't repositioned. The rings are working, but the labels still seem to be fixed in position. Also, the range ring label, the range ring distance label needs to remain in the same relative location to the ring it belongs to. That makes sense. Clean. Now range rings apply ring radius directly, calls label outer, refresh, etc. Oh boy. We'll see. Okay, that's good. That works. We're almost there. So if I can get this to position correctly, then I can move it down. 600. It's just not right. That looks right. All right, so we clean compass ticks, build as child label once ready, fix in the compass tick text, move the label construction into rebuild labels. Okay, let's see if that does the trick. So now if I go 500, no, that did not work. Let me reload just in case. Oh, that might have done it actually. Range rings 400. Oh no, now they're not even. That works. 600. 400. Okay. I mean, I think it's working now. I basically want the inner radius to always be, I think, 50% of the outer. And now I need to not anchor this position. And I need to position it with whatever I said earlier. which was what, 633.5? No. What? Oh, I changed its size. Whoops. You didn't see that. None of you saw that. 633.5. And then 540 would put it in the center. And then 540 plus 540 divided by 2 is 810. See what that looks like. So imagine the player in the center here, but I do want to make this bigger still. And probably further down. Probably half as much, right? What would that be? 270 divided by 2 is 135 plus 810 is 945. See what that looks like. That's probably okay for now. So then let's increase the radius to 600. Too much. 540. Okay. Because 1080 divided by 2. So now I got to remember how to so I need to reposition the player the player to here and the world reference to here. I'd be damned if I remember how to do that. So this guy is 633.5, 945. That means that the world needs to be how's it 382? How is range rings 1920 by 1080, so 1080 height. .1080 height. .1080 height. How's the world's position 324? It's just wrong. .945. 633.5. Having the no, it's still rotating at the center of the display, isn't it? I need to get that player moved. And the player is located in the world. How am I positioning this? The player is positioned based on its position, which should be relative to this viewport. What is this object here? Is that the camera? Maybe that's the issue. What's the camera set to? Ignore rotation, drag center, enabled, transform. How are these things getting positioned? That's its size. That's not its position. Render target always. Rendering. What's this? Oh, that's the viewport. Variable rate shading. Fancy. Does this not have a transform? What is this? Sub viewport is a child of viewport. This has a transform. It's position 0, 0. It should be world. I bet it's world. What am I doing with world? There's no script on it. World does not have a transform in here. World does have a transform in here, which is 633, 945. Which makes sense. Is the camera set to follow the player? Maybe it's the camera that's off. Maybe maybe. And the camera's in the top left corner. It's the cursor. Camera. The camera's position is the same as the active node's global position, and the active node should be our player. So our player's position is its position in the world. I was getting lucky. Wait a minute. No, because I reposition. Have I been getting lucky this whole time? Because originally the world's position was 0, 0. The player's position. So I was never applying the world's relative position to any of the entity's positions before they were rendered. And because it was 0, 0 originally, I was getting lucky. Is that what's happening? I think that's what's happening. I'm going to have AI take a look real quick, because it can, with my assumptions, tell me what's going on. I'm trying to move my player and world to 633.5, 8 or 945. Which is no longer the center of the portal. When I do this, the player is not where I expect to find it, and the rotations are visually off center from the expected new position. I'm wondering if there is a screen to world translation error occurring. How do you spell occurring? Is it 2 C's? Occurring. Translation error occurring, or if I have Godot nodes misconfigured. I wonder if I have to move the camera. Realistically, well, no, realistically, as long as I have everything under the world, I don't, yeah, like player 00 is where the world is. So why is that not working? What is this? Is this the player? Yeah, this is the player. The right knob is the camera offset, which Godot applies in screen space after rotation. Setting it to anchor viewport center makes the following point. I'll revert the world translation and set the camera script compute the offset dynamically against a single shared anchor constant. So the rings. Okay. Are you saying I don't have to mess with the world? I don't know if I like that. Because I want the worlds. Well, we'll see. I'll see. I don't know. I think it went the wrong offset. Let me check the camera. Oh my god, that is so wrong. You had the wrong sign on the offset, so I fixed that. But the rotation point is no longer correct. I need the camera. I need everything to rotate around the point of the player. Due to the camera offset, it looks like the world rotates at a different location. So I see what it's doing. It's saying leave the world and the player alone and just move where you're looking at the world. That makes sense. And then the player will have a position in the world, and then you tell the camera to follow it. Now, why is it not rotating correctly? That I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if Godot has another way to do that. Because if you're in the world, it should just, maybe it's not an offset. Maybe it's the camera's position. The camera looks at the player, and the camera is located. Camera. Like if I didn't have an offset. Oh my god. 0, 0. And the camera is centered in the world, or in the sub viewport, I guess. Anchor mode center, fixed top left. Ignore rotation, zoom, limit, drag, transform. So if I just move it 633.5, 945. So it's writing a custom camera? Is that what's happening? I don't know if it's got to be a way to do this with the camera. It's literally like you have the world, you have the player in it, you tell the camera to look at the player, and then the camera shows you what's happening in the world, so you just move that. Unless it's the viewport I need to change. I'm going to reload this. Well, it fixed it. Oh, great. Now the cursor isn't latching. Come on, man. So what is it doing? It's taking the sub viewport and transforming it. So now this will follow the node. Global position, rotation, do the negative. That makes sense. All that makes sense. Yeah, the cursor calculations, I think, are still based off the center of the display. So now that the center is here instead of here, the cursor is now failing to latch. Most likely due to the location of the player/active node is no longer the center of the portal. Ooh, it's a thundering. I need to make sure there's no tornadoes coming. Let's see here. Tracking the possibility of severe storms Monday night, heavy downpour, frequent lightning. Story of my life. Two very different stories told during opening statements of a vehicular homicide. Track the latest conditions. Alright, so severe thunderstorms. I'm sure that's fine. Nothing to worry about. Promoted the camera script to class name portal camera with an anchor as the single source of truth. Ugh. That's fine for now. Oh, let's see what happens. I'm gonna need to change the location of these range values to be like more up here, I think. There we go. Fire a missile! It is off. Fire another missile. And another. Oh no. Did I lose my cursor? Uh-oh. I may have lost my cursor. I need to keep the cursor bound to the portal. Make sure the cursor cannot surpass the bounds of the portal it resides in. Should be easy to do. So that's just going to be grabbing the dimensions of Portal TSD and comparing its position to like top left, bottom right. Validation run, okay. Let's see what happens. We'll hit play, and it immediately fails. Requires subtype float, but the supertype variant was provided. What? Unvalidation. What in the world's going on here? Raw position is a vector too. It's not a variant. I think it's comparing the bounds of its control box, and it shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, that no. Come on, man. It's like if we're using a cheaper AI. Okay, so we get the raw position. It got it completely wrong because this isn't how I'm doing it. All right, let's turn back on a smarter model. The current cursor clamping solution is not correct. Cursor position is driven by model cursors. This, the values in this is what should be getting clamped. The cursor visual just repositions based off of this data. There we go. That's what I was expecting. There we go. Much better. Cool. All right. I think this will be a very good stopping point. Made a lot of progress today on the marketing portion of the game development. Brand new website. Brand new expensive website. Frickin' .game domain names are super expensive because you have the opportunity to produce all kinds of unique names. It doesn't like... definition out of order and global scope. I don't know what order this is supposed to go in. Above? Yep. Okay. Increase scale of range rings and move towards bottom center. But yeah, so brand new website. Be sure to check it out. We can go to https Briarthorn.game. Oops, you gotta spell it right. Briarthorn.game. And if I am streaming, it will show me streaming. And this is just a brief introductory to what the game is and what's coming. As I continue to improve the game implementation, I will be adding more development updates, and hopefully soon I'll have a playable demo, which I'll probably throw up on itch.io and go from there. So, until then, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for chatting with me, and hope I'll catch you later. See ya.